If you've been living under a rock for the past 2 weeks, then you probably wouldn't know that Sony Pictures was recently hacked by a group calling themselves the Guardians of Peace. Kinda like the Guardians of the Galaxy, but instead of snarky dialogue and exciting space adventures, they just leaked several hundred gigabytes of classified information including emails, documents, social security numbers, entire films, and plenty of juicy gossip surrounding rumored film projects. This hack has given us much to talk about, and it seems to all stem from one thing in particular: The Interview, the new political satire from Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Causing controversy upon the release of its trailer earlier this year, now it has reached an entirely new level. Amidst threats to bomb any theater that shows the film, it seems Sony Pictures has cowered to these demands, inevitably postponing the Christmas Day release of The Interview. Now, this is an incredibly problematic situation, and it would appear that Sony has made the worst possible decision concerning the matter. The company issued an official statement saying, "In light of the decision by the majority of our exhibitors not to show the film The Interview, we have decided not to move forward with the planned December 25th theatrical release. We respect and understand our partners' decision and of course completely share their paramount interest in the safety of employees and theatergoers. Sony Pictures has been the victim of an unprecedented criminal assault against our employees, our customers, and our business. Those who attacked us stole our intellectual property, private emails, and sensitive and proprietary material, and sought to destroy our spirit and our morale, all apparently to thwart the release of a movie they did not like. We are deeply saddened at this brazen effort to suppress the distribution of a movie and in the process do damage to our company, our employees, and the American public. We stand by our filmmakers and their right to free expression and are extremely disappointed by this outcome." Now, if this statement tells us anything, it's that Sony has had the worst year ever. The real issue here, however, is the oppression of free speech at the hands of an outside party. If North Korea really is behind these attacks, which is the current rumor, it's evident that First Amendment rights have been violated by another country. Literally, the terrorists have won. So what do I think about this whole mess? I think Sony should have released the movie, but perhaps in a more limited number of theaters. That way, those who wish to see the film could go do so, and those who didn't want to be blown up on Christmas could stay home and eat turkey and play with their overpriced gifts from parents who don't give a shit about them the other 364 days of the year. In all seriousness, the likelihood of a mass terrorist attack targeting every single movie theater in North America with hundreds of standardized explosions would be difficult even for the most expert terrorists. Sony caved to the commands of a group of hackers and with it compromised the integrity of the art form they promote. It's just like I said on my Twitter. A filmmaker's freedom of creative expression should never be compromised, especially at the hands of terrorists, or whoever the hell these people are. Offensive to you or not, it's just a movie. And if we censored every film that generated a little bit of controversy, we wouldn't have some of the greatest films of all time. Well, that's my 2 cents on this whole debacle, but the discussion is far from over. I encourage you to leave a comment down below or tweet me to continue the conversation. Be sure to hashtag #BringBackTheInterview if you're a fan of free speech, and be sure to like and subscribe if you're a fan of this video. As always, I'm Nicholas Janzen, and thanks for watching.
We will meet 50 kilometers west of Dandong, northeastern China.
Did you just say China? And did you just say dong?